Good morning, students. So, we will continue with the exercise 3.4 questions. So, first we will do question number 13. Tan 75 plus cot 75 degree is equal to 4. We have to show that is equal to 4. Now, we will recall the identity. So, what is the identity? What is the tan A plus B? So tan A plus B is equal to tan A plus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. So what about cot A plus B? Cot A plus B is a reciprocal of this. Okay. So numerator becomes the denominator and denominator becomes numerator. The reciprocal we will have. So now 75 can be written as, so what is the left hand side? 75 we can write it as 45 plus 30. So cot also the same. Cot 75 is 45 plus 30 degree. So now we will use the identity. So what is it? Tan 45 plus tan 30 divided by 1 minus tan 45 into tan 30. So do you remember what's the value for tan 45? Tan 45 is equal to 1. So this is 1 plus and tan 30 is 1 by root 3. So what about the denominator? 1 minus 1 into 1 by root 3. So now we will take the LCM. So what about the LCM in the numerator? LCM is root 3. So you get root 3 plus 1 divided by root 3. Then for the denominator also LCM is root 3. So we get root 3 minus 1. So now this root 3 gets cancelled. So it is equal to root 3 plus 1 by root 3 minus 1. So now we have to find the cot. So what about cot A plus B? Okay, what about cot A plus B? So this is we have found for tan 45 plus 30. So what about cot 75? So cot 75 is 1 by tan 75. So it is equal to root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. So the left hand side is equal to root 3 plus 1 by root 3 minus 1 plus root 3 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1. So now take LCM. What is the LCM? Root 3 minus 1 into root 3 plus 1. So in the numerator we have root 3 plus 1 the whole square plus root 3 minus 1 the whole square. So expand using the identities a plus b the whole square and a minus b the whole square. So this gives you 3 plus 1 plus 2 root 3 plus 3 plus 1 minus 2 root 3 and divided by, it is of the form a minus b into a plus b. So a square minus b square. So it is equal to plus 2 root 3 and minus 2 root 3 gets cancelled. 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 3 7, 7 plus 1 8 by 3 minus 1 which is equal to 8 by 2 which is equal to 4, and this gives you the right hand side. Okay, hence we have proved. Now we will do question number 15. 15th question. Prove that sin n plus 1 theta into sin n minus 1 theta plus cos n plus 1 theta into cos n minus 1 theta is equal to cos 2 theta, where n belongs to z. So take the left hand side. So left hand side is equal to sin n plus 1 theta into sin n minus 1 theta plus cos n plus 1 theta into cos n minus 1 theta. So this is of the form sin alpha sin beta or sin A sin B plus cos alpha cos beta. So what is this by formula? It is equal to cos A minus B or alpha minus beta. Okay, it is equal to cos alpha minus beta. So this is the identity we are using here. So what is the left hand side? So left hand side can be written as cos of, what is alpha? In the place of alpha we are having n plus 1. So n plus 1 theta minus beta is n minus 1 theta. So it is equal to cos of n theta plus theta minus n theta plus theta. So n theta and minus n theta gets cancelled. It is equal to cos 2 theta, which is the right hand side. Hence it is proved. Okay, next we will go to question number 21. So 21 is prove that cot A plus B is equal to cot A cot B minus 1 by cot A plus cot B. So we know that cot A is equal to 1 by tan A. Therefore left hand side can be written as 1 by tan A plus B. So we have seen the formula for tan A plus B. So this is the reciprocal of tan A plus B. So we get 1 minus, or we'll write one more step, 1 by tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A tan B. So it is equal to 1 minus tan A tan B divided by tan A plus tan B. So it can be written as, now we have to bring it to the form cot A cot B minus 1 by cot A plus cot B. So divide each term in numerator and denominator by tan A tan B. Okay, we are dividing both numerator and denominator by tan A tan B. So this is equal to 1 by tan A tan B minus 1 you will get. Then divided by tan A by tan A tan B plus tan B by tan A tan B. So it is 1 by tan A is cot A. So cot A, 1 by tan B is cot B minus 1 divided by Here tan A gets cancelled. So 1 by tan B is cot B, plus here tan B gets cancelled. So 1 by tan A, which is equal to cot A. So that is equal to the right hand side. It is equal to the right hand side. Hence, it is proved. Next, we'll go to question number 22. If tan x is equal to n by n plus 1, tan y is equal to 1 by 2n plus 1, find tan x plus y. Find tan x plus y. Okay, so we know that tan x plus y is tan x plus tan y by 1 minus tan x into tan y. So substitute, what is tan x? N by n plus 1 plus 1 by 2n plus 1 divided by 1 minus n by n plus 1 into 1 by 2n plus 1. So take LCM now. So what is the LCM of the numerator? LCM is n plus 1 into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1. So the first term is n into 2n plus 1 plus, that is n plus 1 is in the denominator. What is not there in the LCM, we multiply with the numerator. So here this is 1 into n plus 1. Then divided by, here also LCM is n plus 1 into 2n plus 1. So what's the first term? N plus 1 into 2n plus 1 minus n. So now these denominators are same. So this gets cancelled. N carry inside for 2n square plus n plus n plus 1. And the denominator is multiply 2n square plus 2n, then plus n plus 1 minus n. You know multiplication, so it's ordinary multiplication only. So this becomes 2n square plus 2n plus 1 divided by 2n square plus n minus n will get cancelled. So plus 2n plus 1. So which is equal to 1. Therefore, tan x plus y is equal to 1. So now question number 23. Prove that tan pi by 4 plus theta into tan 3 pi by 4 plus theta is equal to minus 1. Okay, we have to prove this. So take the left hand side. So now using the identity, this can tan pi by 4 can be written as tan pi by 4 plus tan theta divided by 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan theta. Then similarly we have the next one. So next one is tan 3 pi by 4 plus tan theta divided by 1 minus tan 3 pi by 4 into tan theta. So you know that tan pi by 4 is tan 45, so it is 1. So 1 plus tan theta divided by 1 minus tan theta. Tan pi by 4 is 1, so 1 into tan theta, so tan theta. And what about tan 3 pi by 4? So tan 3 pi by 4 can be written as tan 3 pi by 4 can be written as tan pi minus pi by 4. So what is it? Tan pi minus pi by 4. It is in the second quadrant. So second quadrant, it is negative. Tan is negative, therefore minus, and pi is 180. So it is even, therefore it remains the same. So we have minus tan pi by 4. So which is equal to minus 1. Therefore tan 3 pi by 4 is equal to minus 1. So we get minus 1 plus tan theta divided by 1, tan pi 3 pi by 4 is minus 1. So minus becomes plus here, plus tan theta. Okay. So now this is equal to this 1 plus tan theta and 1 plus tan theta gets cancelled. And this minus 1 plus tan theta, we can also write it as minus, take it out. So 1 minus tan theta divided by 1 minus tan theta. So both gets cancelled. It is equal to minus 1. So that is the right hand side. So hence we have proved. Now question number 24. 24. Find the values of tan alpha plus beta given that cot alpha is equal to 1 by 2 and secant beta is equal to minus 5 by 3. So cot alpha is equal to 1 by 2 and alpha belong to pi comma 3 pi by 2. That is third quadrant, and secant beta is equal to minus 5 by 3 where beta belongs to pi by 2 comma pi. That is the second quadrant. So now cot alpha is equal to 1 by 2. So what about tan alpha? Tan alpha is equal to 2. Then secant beta. Secant beta is equal to minus 5 by 3 and beta is in the second quadrant. So we have to find now tan beta. So we know the identity. So tan beta, what is the identity we know? Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Therefore, what is tan square theta? Tan square theta is equal to secant square theta minus 1. So, this is the identity we know. Therefore, tan beta is equal to root of secant square beta minus 1. So, what is it? So, tan beta is equal to secant square beta is 25 by 9 minus 1. So, it is equal to root of 25 minus 9 by 9. 25 minus 9 is 16. So, root of 16 by 9, which is equal to plus or minus 4 by 3. But what is given? Beta is in the second quadrant. Okay. So, second quadrant, tan is negative. So, we have tan beta is equal to minus 4 by 3 because beta belongs to this second quadrant. Okay, pi by 2 comma pi. This is what is given. Therefore, we take negative value. So, now it is asked to find tan alpha plus beta. So, therefore, tan alpha plus beta, use identity, tan alpha plus tan beta by 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. So what is it equal to? Tan alpha is 2. So 2 plus beta is minus 4 by 3 divided by 1 minus 2 into minus 4 by 3. So it is equal to, take LCM. So taking LCM, 3 is the LCM. So 6 minus 4 divided by denominator also LCM is 3. So we get 3 plus 8. How do you get plus 8? Minus 2 into minus 4. Therefore 3 gets cancelled. 6 minus 4 is 2. 3 plus 8 is 11. So tan alpha plus beta is equal to 2 by 11. Okay. Then question number 25. Question number 25. Given theta plus phi is equal to alpha and tan theta is equal to k tan phi. Then we have to prove that sin theta minus phi is equal to k minus 1 by k plus 1 into sin alpha. Okay, this we have to prove. So now tan theta is equal to k tan phi. So from this, what is k? Tan theta by tan phi. Okay, this is k. So what about k minus 1 by k plus 1? K minus 1 by k plus 1 is equal to tan theta by tan phi minus 1 by tan theta by tan phi plus 1. So now we can take LCM. Tan phi is LCM. So we get tan theta minus tan phi by tan phi, and denominator also LCM is tan phi. So we get tan theta plus tan phi. So this denominator gets cancelled. So you get tan theta minus tan phi divided by tan theta plus tan phi. Now tan theta, we know it is sin theta by cos theta. So similarly sin phi by cos phi divided by sin theta by cos theta minus plus sin phi by cos phi. Now take LCM. So taking LCM for the numerator, we get cos theta cos phi. So what you get? Sin theta cos phi minus sin phi cos theta divided by, similarly we have here also cos theta cos phi. So sin theta cos phi plus sin theta, no, sin phi cos theta, okay, divided by, we have this. Now here again denominator gets cancelled. So it is equal to, what form it is? Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B. So what is it actually? Sin theta minus phi by, here we have sin theta plus phi. Okay, using the identity we get this. So this is equal to now sin theta minus phi, and in the question it is given theta plus phi is equal to alpha. So the denominator can be written as sine alpha. So now this is nothing but k minus 1 by k plus 1. So cross multiplying, what you get? K minus 1 by k plus 1 into sine alpha is equal to sine theta minus 5. Hence it is proved. Okay. So we have completed the exercise, but I want you to explain two examples which are little different. Okay, so other examples you can take it for homework. Only two examples are different. I will explain you that now. So example 3.18. Point A 9, 12 rotates around the origin O in a plane through 60 degree in the anti-clockwise direction to a new position B. Find the coordinates of the point B. Okay, so what is given? A is 9, 12. And this we know that it is nothing but r cos theta, r sin theta. Already we know this. So, what is r? R square? R square is 9 square plus 12 square. So, it is 81 plus 144. So, it is equal to 225. Therefore, r is equal to 15. Okay, we take only the positive value. So, r is equal to 15. So, what about the point A now? So, therefore, A is what we have got? R cos theta, r sin theta. So, 15 cos theta, 15 sin theta. So, 15. So, now what we have got? What is said? Rotates about the origin O in a plane through 60 degree. So, we will take the new position as B. So, now B is given as B is 15 cos theta plus 60 degree because it is rotated 60 degree in the anti-clockwise direction. So, 15 sin theta plus 60. Okay, this is the point B. So, what is 15 into cos theta plus 60 degree? So, using the identity, it is 15 into cos A plus B. Cos A plus B is cos A, cos B. So, theta in cos 16. Then plus we have, so minus sin theta, sin 60. So, it is equal to 15 into cos theta into 1 by 2 because cos 60 is 1 by 2 and minus sin theta into root 3 by 2. So, this is nothing but 15 cos theta into 1 by 2 minus 15 sin theta into root 3 by 2. Now, we know that 15 cos theta is nothing but 9. Therefore, 9 into 1 by 2 minus and 15 sin theta is 12. So, 12 into root 3 by 2. So, it gives us 9 by 2 minus 6 root 3. Okay. Or we can also keep it as 12 itself. Then you take LCM, you will follow the book whatever is given. So, LCM if you take 2, what you get? 9 minus 12 root 3. So, numerator 3 is common, so 3 and denominator is 2. So, what is remaining? 3 minus 4 root 3. So, 3 by 2 into minus 4 root 3. Then we have to find similarly 15 sine theta plus 60 degree. So what is this? 15 into sine theta cos 60 plus cos theta sine 60. So it is equal to what we get? It is equal to 15 into sine theta cos 60 is 1 by 2 plus cos theta is cos theta sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So it is equal to again 15 sine theta into 1 by 2 plus 15 cos theta into root 3 by 2. Now what is 15 cos theta and 15 sine theta first? So 15 sine theta is 12. So 12 into 1 by 2 plus 15 cos theta is 9. 9 into root 3 by 2. So what is the LCM? 2 is the LCM. So what you get? 12 plus 9 root 3. What is common? 3 and denominator is 2. So what we get? 4 plus 3 root 3. Okay? Therefore, what is the point? Therefore, the point B is what is it? 3 by 2, 3 minus 4 root 3, comma 3 by 2 into 4 plus 3 root 3. Okay, this is the point. Next example 3.19. So here a ripple tank demonstrates the effect of two water waves being added together. The two waves are described as H is equal to 8 cos t and also H is equal to 6 sin t. So these are the two waves where t belongs to 0, 2 pi is in seconds and H is the height in millimeters above still water. Find the maximum height of the resultant wave and the value of t at which it occurs. So let H be the resultant wave. Resultant wave. So resultant means we have to add both the waves. So H is equal to 8 cos t plus 6 sin t. Now we'll take this as, so let H is equal to k into cos t minus alpha. Okay, we'll assume this. So let H is equal to k into t minus alpha. So what is it? K into cos t minus alpha is cos t cos alpha plus sin t sin alpha. And H is nothing but 8 cos t plus 6 sin t. So now compare this both. So comparing the coefficients. So comparing the coefficients, what we have 8 cos t is equal to k cos t alpha. So what is the coefficient of cos t? Coefficient of cos t in the left is 8 and in the right is k cos alpha. Similarly, what about for sin t? Sin t in the left is 6 and in the right is k sin alpha. Okay, so this is the coefficient of cos t and that is the coefficient of sin t. Now, so this you take it as 1 and this as 2. Squaring and adding. squaring and adding. What we get? 64 plus 36, adding 1 and 2. Okay. So 64 plus 36 is equal to k square cos square alpha plus k square sin square alpha. So what is it? This is 100 is equal to k square into cos square alpha plus sin square alpha. We know that is equal to 1. So k square is equal to 100. So what about k? K is equal to plus or minus 10, but here height of the waves cannot be taken as negative, so we take k is equal to plus 10. Okay. So therefore, what is h now? So h is equal to 10 cos t minus alpha, and also from this we can take 2 you divided by 1. So what you get when you divide 2 by 1? We get tan alpha is equal to 3 by 4. Yes, 2 you divided by 1. 2 is k sin alpha divided by 1 k cos alpha. So you get 6 by 8. Tan alpha is equal to 6 by 8. So we get tan alpha is equal to 3 by 4. So now therefore h, the maximum of h is 10 millimeter. So maximum of h is equal to 10 millimeter, and it occurs when t is equal to alpha. Okay, when t is equal to alpha, it becomes, cos becomes 0. So cos 0 is 1. Therefore we get the maximum wave. Okay, so maximum height of the wave. So occurs when t is equal to alpha, where tan alpha is equal to 3 by 4. So this is the required answer for the given question. So thank you students. So exercise 3.4 is over. So keep learning.